especially if you add 2 on it.
We talk about that.
Is it looking positive, Justin, or not?
Might be good.
Okay.
No.
Thank you. Apologise. We've had a slight communication problem. We're back on air now, and we're in the middle of general business. And Councillor Janus was just about to have some general business.
Yes, thank you. It's just a question perhaps for Mr Jeremy or the CEO. We've got a number of people, I think, in our community awaiting naturalisation ceremonies. We haven't had one in this council to date. And
yes, Australia Day.
Australia Day, my apologies, yes. We don't have any say as to when they might occur and how many people or anything, do we?
Thank you, Councillor Janus. That's correct. As to my understanding, we're directed as to who is eligible for citizenship and the timing for those ceremonies. It's not something that we can influence or dictate.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's just a bit disappointing for those people in our communities who are, really waiting to become Australian citizens, and we can't give them any confidence as to when that might happen, even though they've gone through the whole process and now are just waiting for the date. And I also understand that it's actually the council that pays for or bears the cost of conducting those ceremonies as well. Although it's not much of a cost, I know, but anyway, just a comment. Thank you.
Councillor Keeble.
Thanks. Thank you to our 2 gallery members that were here earlier tonight. They had their first question. They had received an email response, which was great. But I'm just wondering, because there might be people out there listening in regards to the rubbish, that people might be interested in some of the thoughts that might be happening in that space.
Can I?
Am I able to ask that?
You can. I can ask the question that was pulled back in, and then you would have some of a reply. Yeah. Okay. So the question was: Council must be aware of the discontent in the Upper Kiewa Valley communities in regard to the cleanliness of toilet facilities and the clearance of rubbish bins. Does the council employ a policy of checking on the efficiency and reliability of contractors, which it has engaged, especially when the contractor is not a local business? When a single person was employed by the Shire, there were not the same concerns from the community. So the question is really, does the council employ a policy on checking on the contractors and the reliability thereof? Director Nebo.
Thank you, Councillor Keeble and Mr Mayor. There was a response provided to that question, and it was quite a valid question. There was a new contractor appointed in December 2020, so quite recently, and there has been feedback received to council officers about the state of the bins and the cleanliness of the toilets, the frequency of cleaning and the frequency of collection of bins. So there was a higher degree of contract management employed in relation to that contractor. It's true the contractor is not a local business, but it's quite a reputable business that does this work for a number of councils. So the company as such is well reputed, but I would say that the local contractor has been found wanting on certain aspects of the contract and may have underestimated the needs of the contract and been under-resourced for delivering the work to the standard that council requires it to be done. So I was very glad to have that feedback from the community there, and council officers have had meetings quite recently with the regional manager of the contractor and have requested that the contractors take photographs after they have completed their work. That will be able to be submitted. There has been quite a high degree over the summer period of use of the facilities. And what is compounding the issue is that the previous contractor was very good. So the standard may have been gold-plated prior to the appointment of this contractor. So there has been, a relationship developed with the previous contractor and to the standard of his service, and the subsequently appointed contractors haven't been able to match that service. So council officers are on the job and have been personally checking the facilities in Mount Beauty in particular. So I would make the comment that it's under scrutiny. The work in the standard of the work is under contract management actively.
Thank you.
Any other comments?
No further. Thank you for that.
Okay. CEO Mr. Bird.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The contract or the specifications of the contract under the current contract with a former service provider, there's not a material change, is there? So they're still meeting the same requirements.
Well, I think they're
required to meet the same requirements, but they don't appear to be doing so.
No, they don't.
So as you said, it's under scrutiny.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think there was twice daily cleaning specified, and that has not been occurring.
Thank you.
Thank you. My only comment on general business is I'll back up Councillor Chalwell about the rivers, and that is because we are getting the fluctuation in temperature and also different amounts of rain and what have you. It's not only potential drownings, it's also some riverborne diseases that are actually occurring currently. So do not drink the water. Right. Item 11, motions for which notice has previously been given. We have none. Item 12, reception and reading of petitions. There is a recommendation here. Council has received a petition containing 171 signatures from Toowoomba residents in relation to community feedback sessions held by the project consultant MDG Landscape Architecture in relation to the draft detailed concept plans for Alpine Better Places Toowoomba. And a report will be tabled at the next ordinary council meeting in May 2021. I need a mover and a seconder for that recommendation. Councillor Nicholas. Councillor Prime. Thank you. Can I just have a vote on that, please? Favour? Thank you. And documents for sealing. Recommendation, we have 6 documents there to be signed and sealed. Can I have a mover and a seconder, please? Councillor Prime and Councillor Nicholas. All those in favour of that? Yes. Thank you. All right. That being the case, we are at 7:10 and I will declare this council meeting closed. Thank you very much, and thank you for those in attendance earlier.